So the other day when I missed my bus stop, dropped off at Cancer Park, Crab Park there, I found this right here. This rosary was just waiting for me. And the rosary is very interesting. One of the great miracles linked to the rosary, the miracle of Fatima. That's where that account, Fatima Cat, that's what I was talking about. Our Lady of Fatima appeared as the Blessed Virgin Mary in Fatima, Portugal, to 3 shepherd children. And on the 13th of each month, starting May 13th, she would appear to them and give them various prophecies. She told them about the rise of communism in Russia, the spreading of Russia's errors throughout the world, the coming of World War II, and various other things. And Portugal is a communist country. They arrested the kids because they were drawing all these pilgrims to the apparition sites, and, you know, communism is very anti-religious. And a miracle was promised October 13th, 1917. A total of 70,000 people showed up. You can look it up. The media was there and everything like that. And this crowd of 70,000 was promised this miracle. And all these communists and Freemasons and atheists, they all showed up thinking nothing's going to happen, and this crowd's going to be so angry at these kids, and it's going to work out great for the communist government when nothing happens. Well, something did indeed happen for this crowd of 70,000, and they wrote about it. And that was the sun began to spin in circles, like turned a silver color, began to spin in circles and went back and forth in the sky for about 12 minutes, shooting off all kinds of strange colors throughout the sky. And of course, we would normally look at people that say such things and be like, okay, whatever, a mass hallucination. But when 70,000 people are claiming they saw this, and it was predicted like in advance, and it was all over the newspapers at the time, then it's really something to take into account. And then eventually the sun got really big, and it looked like it was plunging down on these people. They thought it would be the end of the world, and the ground was all muddy, everything was raining, clothes were all wet, and when the apparition stopped, everything was dry, which dismisses the possibility of some sort of a mass hallucination type thing. Anyway, the interesting thing is those 3 shepherd children were illiterate, should have never known about any of these coming events, much less the rise of communism and the coming of World War II, so many years in advance of that actually happening. And May 13th is the feast of Our Lady of Fatima, and that was the day that John Paul II was shot. And he returned to the shrine in Fatima, Portugal a year later, placed the bullet in her crown, and said there's one hand fired the bullet, another hand guided the bullet. And 2 of the children, Francisco and Jacinta, were told that they would go to heaven soon. And sure enough, they died very young as children, not long after the Blessed Virgin Mary said that. So, been lots of historically documented stuff. It was all over the newspapers at the time. Been a lot of yeah, it's just quite amazing. It's like, it's all been documented. The children went to jail, they threatened to kill them, they wouldn't take back their statements, and now there's a big shrine there, Fatima, Portugal, millions of people go there every single year, and the things that were predicted all took place. It's rather fascinating, and there's actually a lot of things that have happened like that have led to the conversion of many people that believe in nothing that they cannot see or touch or that cannot be verified by science. And good night to you.